On the outside, jumped as well as anything. Floatershan was out pretty well, and Wiggly Woo and Floatershan go together. They clap on the speed. 2.5 lengths on Tierset. Weatherforth on the inside, about 2 lengths to Empower, a half to Peachtree Road, and 2 lengths to Ingenuity. The northern horse Floatershan is going to show superior speed and will lead going over the 850 crossing, about 1.5 lengths clear on Wiggly Woo. 2.5 lengths away third Tierset, and a half length on her inside being Weather. A couple of lengths then to Peachtree Road, 1 to Empower, and just over a length to Ingenuity. This is the order with 600 metres to go, and Floatershan by just over the length gap on the favourite Wiggly Woo. 2.5 third is Tierset, followed by Weather on the inside from Peachtree Road. Empower locked up second last, and a couple to Ingenuity as they straighten up now, and Floatershan in front by a length. Second is the favourite Wiggly Woo, asked to go now by Andrew Gibbons. It is starting to peg back the leader very quickly. Weather on the inside, and then comes Tierset and Empower. 150 to travel. Wiggly Woo the leader. Weather on the inside is the only possible danger from Empower on the outside, starting to come home pretty well. Wiggly Woo still in front. Empower running on late, but all too late, and Wiggly Woo beat Empower, and Weather didn't go on with it. Third from Floatershan and Tierset, Peachtree Road, and last in was Ingenuity.
On the Super Tab, 7 Wiggly Woo, 320 and 210. Number 4 Empower to pay 250. There'll be no third for 3 Weather. Just before going back to Ian, let's head back to Tony. Grab his thoughts on the last there at Queanbeyan.
Yes, the last race of the...
And they're racing now. They've gone away in a fair line. Ashglow and Carrata are a little bit slow to go, and Itchka away quickly with Marrow Match, Wexford, and deeper out Sports Circuit, Bell Pirate trying to come across. Classical Miss dropping back into the field. In front of it was Packed as they settled. Carrata caught deep as they raked to that 1,600 metre turn. From Ashglow, well back Lady Peregrine, Lamormone back third last, and last of all is Corinthian Arch. Heading over towards the 1,400, and Anichka leading here by 3 parts of a length to Bell Pirate. Third is Marrow Match on the inside, Wexford, 2 lengths to Sports Circuit. Carrata still out on a limb. Over on the inside was Classical Miss, a half length then to Packed. A length for the back, Ashglow also trapped out 3 deep. Another length away, Lady Peregrine on the inside of Lamormone, and a little over a length last of all is Corinthian Arch. They swing to the 1,200 metre mark, and the leader Anichka now gets away here. Opens up a break of 2.5 lengths over Bell Pirate. Third is Marrow Match in the box seat. Another 2 lengths for the back, then Carrata getting 1 away from the inside. The rails then was Wexford. A length and a half then to Ashglow on the inside Sports Circuit. Then Packed well back past centre field from Classical Miss. 2.5 to Lamormone, who's about 10 off the lead as they swing down by the 1,000 metre mark from Lady Peregrine. And last of all is Corinthian Arch. The leader is Anichka as they swing towards the 800 metre mark, a little over a length in front of Bell Pirate. Third placing Marrow Match. Carrata is fourth, a length and a half Wexford. Over on the outside, Ashglow, Lamormone now hooking out 3 deep, commencing a run with Packed. The inside there, Sports Circuit, well back Classical Miss, Corinthian Arch, and Lady Peregrine drops back to last inside the 600, and Bell Pirate moves up almost to join Anichka in the lead. Carrata travels to third on the inside. Marrow Match waiting for a run as they jam up. Then Wexford, Ashglow, and wider out on the track, Lamormone as they corner, and then Packed under the whip with Sports Circuit in the straight, and the leader Bell Pirate about to be joined by Carrata over on the outside. Marrow Match now getting the run. Then Sports Circuit behind it. Wexford, Lamormone is labouring, and Lady Peregrine down the outside taking the lead. Marrow Match with 100 metres left to go. Sports Circuit coming quickly after it. Marrow Match in front, Sports Circuit and Wexford, but Marrow Match keeps going. Marrow Match a length and a quarter on the line to Sports Circuit. Third in Wexford, then Carrata. Lady Peregrine, Lamormone has disappointed again. Behind it, Bell Pirate. Then came Classical Miss, Anichka. At the head of the others, Corinthian Arch. Back with Packed and Ashglow.
And the winner, number 6, Marrow Match, $5, 2.10. 8 Sports Circuit, 3.60. 3 Wexford, third at $4.40.
Correct weight, Queanbeyan. Race number 2, Caulfield, 6 Marrow Match to pay $5.20 and 2.10. 8 Sports Circuit, $3.50, and 3 Wexford, $4.90. Repeating correct weight, Queanbeyan.
Count Remy have been placed away, and they're off and running, and Count Remy and Crafty wide out of the first out. Raffler, hard ridden by Brian Wood in the early stages, is going to lead them. Settling down just off the pace, Master Jolly on the inside of Our Cracker, followed by Turn Me Loose, Lender Hand and Healing Force travelling wide. In the run to the first turn, and the grey Raffler led at a very good gallop, showed the way by nearly 2 lengths to Crafty, 2 to Master Jolly on the inside of Count Remy, a length away Healing Force, and then Our Cracker, who looks to be hanging noticeably around that first first corner, followed by Lender Hand, and back of the tail is Turn Me Loose as they go over the crossing. Raffler, the leader, a bit more than a length to Crafty. 2 lengths away, Master Jolly on the inside of Count Remy, followed by Healing Force, and then a gap to Lender Hand on the outside of Our Cracker, and 2.5 to Turn Me Loose. Last of all, as they come to the corner, Shane Dye looks to be in a bit of bother on Our Cracker, which is on one rein and hanging noticeably. Coming around the turn, Raffler's a clear-cut leader over Crafty in second place, followed by Master Jolly, and then Count Remy and Healing Force. But coming over the rise, Raffler flat to the boards is joined by Crafty. Crafty on the outside has raced to the lead on top of the rise. Turn Me Loose is coming home hard, followed by Count Remy. Crafty clear with 150 to go. Turn Me Loose on the outside, and Count Remy can't do any better. Crafty is holding them at bay as they get near home. It's another one for Crown Lodge, for John Hawkes and for Larry Cassidy, and Crafty came away to beat Count Remy and Turn Me Loose. Lender Hand fourth, followed by Master Jolly, then Healing Force and Raffler, and a long last is Our Cracker. And you think he didn't earn his fee on it, Our Cracker. They went 50 metres, it locked its jaw and latched onto one rein, and boy oh boy did it hang. If it were possible for Dye to get both hands on one rein, he would have. It just hung like a noose, and he could barely steer it, let alone win on it, and it finished a long last. Number 4, Crafty, ridden by Larry Cassidy, an easy winner, $2.90 and $1.40. And this son of Canny Lad has now made it 4 from 6 with a couple of minor placings thrown in. So never further back than third in 6 starts to date, and he's getting better with every run. Crafty, $2.90 and $1.40. Number 2 second, Count Remy, $2.50, and number 1 third, Turn Me Loose, pays a place dividend of $1.40. 4, 2 and 1. The winner, Crafty. Second, Count Remy. Third, Turn Me Loose. Turn Me Loose has won only twice from 15, and he's been backed and beaten on many an occasion. I thought he was going to run second 100 metres out. In fact, I think he got into second place for a couple of strides, but he doesn't go to the line with any great relish. First 600 in 36.01, last 600 in 35.75. The gross is 122.99, 36.01, 35.75 and 122.99. Quinella on the race, $11.10. The trifecta, $43.60. The double is $14.30. Waiting on the exacta. Now, Larry Cassidy did ride 4 on Wednesday, didn't he, at Warwick Farm?
Yeah, 3 or 4, John. I'm just trying to remember.
Yeah, well, if it was 4, he would have been 65.5. I reckon that's 66.5 for the season.
Mick's got the figures, John.
Yeah, 66.5. Michael, is that right?
They're racing now. They've jumped away in an absolutely perfect line. Now, what's going to lead? Going up Dendy Park over on the outside, there is Raging Force and Chevelle Place. Mushtaq goes through on the inside and now takes up the running from Chicago O'Brien. Deeper out, Baby Bomber, as we expected, surging forward. And 1,400 metres out, it takes up the running. Baby Bomber leads by a length here to Mushtaq, and over on the inside, Chevelle Place, a length and a half to Dendy Park. Next then comes Raging Force, Chicago O'Brien on the inside from Malachi Crunch, Touch of Force. And last of all is Siri Nelg. They climb the hill to the 1,200, and Baby Bomber by a length and a half to second placing Chevelle Place. Mushtaq is over on the inside, a length and a half to Dendy Park, then Chicago O'Brien. Trapped a little bit deep, Raging Force, followed by Malachi Crunch, Touch of Force, and Siri Nelg on the inside. Down the railway side, 1,000 metres out, and Baby Bomber in front. The pace is not fast. It leads by a length. Chevelle Place, Mushtaq is third. Fourth, then Dendy Park out 3 deep, Raging Force, a length away to Chicago O'Brien. Siri Nelg trying to get between it and Malachi Crunch, got cut out there, and over on the outside is Touch of Force. Inside the 800, Baby Bomber by a length and a quarter. Chevelle Place, Mushtaq a handy third, then Dendy Park. Raging Force on the outside from Chicago O'Brien. Back third last, Malachi Crunch, Touch of Force, and last of all is Siri Nelg. They corner now 500 metres out, and Baby Bomber by just on a length. Chevelle Place, third placing Mushtaq, needing a run deeper out. Dendy Park coming around them deep. Raging Force, the widest runner, Touch of Force, and then Malachi Crunch back in the inside. Chicago O'Brien and Siri Nelg. Baby Bomber at the 300 in front here of Dendy Park on the outside, and Chevelle Place in the centre. Raging Force and trying to go through Siri Nelg. Mushtaq getting a needle eye opening over on the inside. They're across the track. Mushtaq getting through on the fence. Dendy Park on the outside, but Mushtaq, a brilliant ride. Mushtaq gets in. A half length to Siri Nelg, Chevelle Place and a photo with Dendy Park. Then Raging Force, Malachi Crunch, didn't have a great deal of room in the straight, followed by Chicago O'Brien, Baby Bomber, and Touch of Force has run last.
Number 1, Mushtaq, $4.40 the win, $1.80 for the place. 5, Siri Nelg at $2.40 for third. 3, Cheval Place, $1.30.
And on the Super Tab, 1 Mushtaq, $4.90, $1.80. 5, Siri Nelg, $2.50. 3, Cheval Place, $1.50.
But he's forced the horse through on the inside and it's drawn away to score a good win. Number 1, Mushtaq, ridden by Dan Nikolic, wins the Hopeton Stakes.
Right, we'll check the numbers.
Racing this time, Kramnik from the inside didn't jump away all that smartly, and next assignment out well, and so was Connive. High Wire up near the lead, and so too is Decadent as they settle down. Sir Alex now going smartly, and the head of the others, Forest Fire, improving ground. A length and a half further back in the field is Ramesh as Connive is drifting back. Scutters right out off the track from Kramnik. What report? And then Zeus's Millions, followed by Beanbag, Prevailing Night, and Alla Lord is last of all. Next assignment to the 650 goes to the lead, about a length and a half Decadent. In third position, Roy O'Roy on the outside. Sir Alex is fourth. Forest Fire is next, followed closely then by Connive. In that pack of horses too, as they come around the corner, Scud. Length and a half to Ramesh, and then at the head of the others then as they round the corner, High Wire. They straighten up now. They've got 250 metres to go. And the rider draws the whip on next assignment, Decadent, Roy O'Roy, and now High Wire letting rip, followed by Zeus's Millions and Connive. High Wire hits the front though, 150 to go. Connive a half length away second, but High Wire is safely holding Connive, and then Zeus's Millions, but Juggler's full brother High Wire in front, getting a bit tired, but will win. High Wire has beaten Zeus's Millions, and third posse going to Connive from Roy O'Roy, and then Forest Fire, Beanbag, Kramnik, Scud. What report? Prevailing Night. Well back in the run came Ramesh, followed by Decadent. A good margin off then was next assignment, Sir Alex, Alla Lord, and finishing fourth last, Okra.
On the Super Tab, number 8, High Wire, $2.90, $1.60. 1, Zeus's Millions, $2, and 2, Connive, $2. Treble on 7 for 8, $47.70.
Off him. The post was too close, and number 8, High Wire, has scored at $2.90 and $1.70. Second and third placings to numbers 1 and 2, Zeus's Millions, $1.80, and Connive has paid $2 even. High Wire by Jugar from Cashelin, as I was saying earlier, full brother to Juggler, raced by Peter Horwitz, Moses Horwitz, F. Moose, M. Turnbull, Adar Zaman, Gay Waterhouse, the trainer, Glenn Boss, the winning rider. Second gate to number 1, Zeus's Millions, a grey gelding 3 by Ken Mayer from McGinty's Millions, John Hawkes, Larry Cassidy, and number 2, Connive, a chestnut gelding 3, Canny Lad, private stock, John Hawkes, Darren Beatman. Now we require a superfecta. No numbers up yet. Here they come.
Hatton Von began quickly with River Affair and Loafer. Nearer the inside, Felix the Cat, and going through on the rails, or Conda Pasa. Began quickly with River Affair and Loafer. Nearer the inside, Felix the Cat, and going through on the rails, or Conda Pasa. Now Montcalm Wolf is drifting back into the field, going up on the inside, Tycoon Princess, with Renoir Vista well back, and Razor Tycoon at the tail of the field with Regula. Heading to the 600-metre mark, and Manhattan Von on the inside, and River Affair matching strides a length to Loafer, Renoir Vista. Tycoon Princess on the inside of Swing King and El Conda Pasa. Coming deep, Felix the Cat, 2 lengths further back, Montcalm Wolf very deep around Regula, and Razor Tycoon as they swing 350 out. Manhattan Von on the inside, and River Affair. Loafer out deeper on the track, followed by Renoir Vista now full bore. Tycoon Princess over on the inside, and deep out Swing King from El Conda Pasa at the 200-metre mark, and Manhattan Von joined on the outside by Loafer. Swing King coming deep, and Manhattan Von kicking back on the outside. Loafer in front near home, and Loafer gets in. Loafer by a long neck to Swing King and Manhattan Von in a photo, then El Conda Pasa. Montcalm Wolf late, River Affair, Tycoon Princess. Further back then comes Razor Tycoon. Renoir Vista knocked up in the last little bit, followed by Felix the Cat, and Regula was last in.
14 Loafer, 17.30 and 5.20. 12 Swing King, 3.30. 1 Manhattan Von, 3.20.
14 Loafer to return 16.40 and 4.80. Number 12 Swing King, 3.40. 1 Manhattan Von, 3.10.
By Brent Stanley. Photo called, second and third. Swing King and Manhattan Von over on the inside. Number 12 gets second out deep. That's Swing King, ridden by Greg Childs. And number 1, third, Manhattan Von, Luke Curry.
The event, the Jim Donoghue Handicap, former chairman of stewards here at the AJC.
Quite unique on a race course. Off they go.
And away they go. Amaru jumped out pretty well, but the early leader is Harmonia from Amaroo. Third is Eventuate, and fourth, moving forward now, Columbina, followed at the head of the others by Rancho Oro. Some 2 lengths to Striking Angel on the inside of Simone and a length the Morning Top. Well, Amaroo's rider Shane Dye decides to let the short prize favourite have rain, and she at the 1200 metres raced out by nearly 2 lengths on Harmonia, a length and a half to Columbina. 3 further back, Eventuate and Rancho Oro the outside, 2.5 to Striking Angel inside Simone, and as they string out last of all is Morning Top. Well, Dye's allowed to dictate terms to suit himself on Amaroo, and out of the back straight and travelling to the High Street side at the 900. Amaroo by a little over a length now on Harmonia. Third is Columbina. 3 lengths Rancho Oro, Eventuate on the inside of that horse, and then comes Simone. Second last being Striking Angel, and 2.5 further back is Morning Top. This is the order as they race along towards the 600 pole, and Amaroo in front by a length and a quarter. Second is Harmonia. Third posse Columbina niggled at, and 5 lengths Rancho Oro. She's splitting Eventuate on her inside, and Simone the outside from Striking Angel, and 2 lengths to Morning Top as they straighten up, and Dye hasn't had to raise a sweat on Amaroo, and Amaroo more than a length on Harmonia. 3 lengths to Columbina, and then comes Simone, but down to the 250. Raymond Shane has a quick peep on Amaroo, and she's a pretty good filly this. She put about 3 or 4 lengths Harmonia, 6 lengths away. Third is Simone, followed by Striking Angel, but down to the line goes Amaroo, a mile in front from Harmonia and Simone, and that's the way they finish. Amaroo eased up in the last 50 metres, and she's pretty smart. Amaroo beat Harmonia and Simone, followed by Rancho Oro with Striking Angel, Morning Top, and then Columbina and Eventuate a distant last.
1 Amaroo to pay 170 and 110. Number 6 Harmonia to pay 160. 4 Simone 160. Moving up Adelaide.
Filly on her hands here. Number 1 Amaroo has paid 160 and 104 in New South Wales, beating 6 and 4. Harmonia has paid 190. Travelled in second spot all the way, and 4 Simone Bobolis has made up a little bit of ground at $1.70 in third spot.
More from Ian shortly. Race number.
Racing this time, they've gone away well. Quick Fix, one of the first out with Perme. Near the inside, Jugulator, Just Sterling have gone away smartly, and Poetic King holding the inside. Apple Danish from a wide gate is working across with Sweet Delight. Miss Jugar is up handy but trapped a little bit deep, dropping out Hong Kwok Star Plot. And last of all is True Identity, tightly packed at the 800 metre mark. Perme and Apple Danish from Just Sterling, Quick Fix, and over on the outside, Plushka and Sweet Delight, a line of 4. A length to Jugulator, Miss Jugar, Poetic King back midfield with Dry Humour, Hong Kwok Star Plot, and True Identity is last, but only about 7 lengths first to last, 600 metres out. Perme just in front of Apple Danish as they come to the turn from Plushka. It's out 3 deep, a length for the back. Sweet Delight out wide from Quick Fix and Just Sterling. Miss Jugar tracking very wide as they corner. Poetic King looking for a run, then Jugulator, and further back was Plot at the head of the others, then Dry Humour, and True Identity still back at the tail in the straight. Apple Danish took the lead at the 200 metre mark, got away from Perme, Plushka. Poetic King struggling over on the inside. Miss Jugar deeper out now. Jugulator getting into it, and down the outside is Plot. Apple Danish stopping. Jugulator going to it. Jugulator took the lead near home, and Jugulator comes away, scores a length and a quarter to Apple Danish. Hong Kwok Star flew to get third, I think, from Miss Jugar. A photo there. Then Dry Humour, Plushka, Sweet Delight. Just Sterling, Quick Fix, back behind it, Perme, True Identity. Poetic King anchored down by the weight, and Plot, who looked a real chance at the 150 metre mark, has finished up near the tail of the field.
9 Jugulator, $8, 250. 6 Apple Danish, 350. Close for third, prominent 10 Hong Kwok Star, 520.
9 Jugulator 760 and 250. 6 Apple Danish $3. 10 Hong Kwok Star 520. Correct weight Perth. Correct weight Gold.
Racing in the Summer Cup, and Delinquent from the inside got the best of the start. Morning Mail jumped well, and so did Stony Bay, and Luther from a wide alley is coming across. And as they go down to the judge with a lap to travel, Stony Bay leads from Luther. Morning Mail third, then Delinquent. Jackanachi followed by Linesman. A length the Joss Sticks, Enjoyment the inside, then He's a Day and Isinglass caught out deep, followed by Racing Rider. Then Ask the Way to Nasserich is second last, and 2.5 to Planet Hollywood. Out of the straight and going along to the 1900 metres, and Shane Dye has Stony Bay leading the way. A length and 3/4 on Luther. Third on the outside, a head back Linesman. A length Delinquent and a half. He's outside Morning Mail. A length and a half to Enjoyment parked inside Jackanachi. Then He's a Dane on the inside of Joss Sticks. Nearly 2.5 to 3 lengths. Then coming Racing Rider on the inside of Isinglass as they string out. 3 to Ask the Way to Darren Beedman's Rider, length the Nasserich, and 3 to Planet Hollywood. Stony Bay untroubled to lead the Summer Cup field as they work to the back of the course and going down to the 1400 metres. It's Stony Bay by a length and a half on one of his stablemates, Linesman, 3/4 Luther and 2 to Morning Mail. Ahead Delinquent the inside, a length and a half to Jack and Archie, and then Enjoyment over on the fence. After a length then coming He's a Dane, and further away Joss Sticks covering some ground from Racing Rider Ice in Glass. A length Ask the Waiter, second last Planet Hollywood, and Nasser Rich is the tail ender. Well, Stony Bay has had things made to order for him, and as they race out of the back straight and go past the 1,000 metres, Stony Bay making play a length and a quarter on Linesman. Third, another 2 lengths away is Luther. At his quarters, the outside Morning Mail, followed by Jack and Archie moving forward, and following him up is He's a Dane, and going forward Joss Sticks. Enjoyment lost ground, Delinquent the inside, 2 to Ice and Glass, and then Racing Rider followed by Planet Hollywood. Second last is Nasser Rich, and Beedman's riders dropped out. Stone Motherless, Ask the Waiter. They're bunching up in the Summer Cup, 600 metres to go, and Stony Bay shows the way, 3/4 of a length on Linesman. A length away third is Jack and Archie, followed by Morning Mail Luther. A length to He's a Dane, and Ask the Waiter is second last as they set sail for home. Stony Bay joined by Linesman, Jack and Archie 3 out, then He's a Dane, Morning Mail and Luther trying to weave clear, Ice and Glass coming into it, and then Joss Sticks and Beedman trying to get out on Ask the Waiter. They come to the 150, Stony Bay fighting back, Linesman and Jack and Archie. Ask the Waiter can't win. It's Linesman putting his head in front from Jack and Archie, and what a win by Linesman. Linesman beat Jack and Archie and Stony Bay. Followed home by Delinquent, Luther, and then Morning Mail, Joss Sticks. Further away then came Ice and Glass, Nasser Rich, Ask the Waiter, Racing Rider, followed by He's a Dane, Enjoyment, and last in the 97 Summer Cup, Planet Hollywood. What an outstanding performance by Linesman in the
950, 350 Super Tab 8 Jack and Archie to return. Go again, 940, 310 that should read. 540 for second, 180 for third. Jack and Archie second, Stony Bay third.
Some incredible amount of time, but records are to be made and thrown out the window. Hooters will always be broken, and 59.5 on his back. This grand galloper has paid $9.50 in New South Wales for the win and $3.50 for the place. And another one for Larry Cassidy. Number 8 is second, and that is Jack and Archie, ridden by Kevin Moses, and the dividend is $3.70. And number 2, Stony Bay, ridden by Shane Dye, third, has paid $1.90. Linesman first up since his great fifth in the Melbourne Cup, which followed a narrow second in the Moonee Valley Cup, which followed a narrow second in the Metropolitan Handicap, which followed a second here in the Colin Stephen. And now all systems are go for him to Auckland for the Auckland Cup on New Year's Day. And I tell you what, he's going to be very, very hard to beat. And what a training performance by Tulloch Lodge. To think that this horse hadn't run since the Melbourne Cup, 3,200 metres, or well, when I say since, 4th of November, and here he is today, first up subsequently over 2,400. That is a magnificent training performance. 182, and number 5, Delinquent, ran 4th. The winner by Touching Wood from Lion Call. I had the pleasure of advertising him here on the network for Harry Lawton. Owned by Tommy Smith, John Leslie, P. Aldrich, A. Howarth, A.L. McCormick and M. Grant. Gay Waterhouse, the trainer, Larry Cassidy, the rider. The runner-up, Jack and Archie. His best run for a while, a grey gelding, a 5-year-old by Arch Regent Giacomo, Jeff Mains, Kevin Moses, and Stony Bay. Well, he had things made to order today, but he couldn't go on with it by Dahar from, in my view, a bay gelding 6, Gay Waterhouse, Shane Dyer. Number 5, 4th, and number 13 was 5th in a good finish, a short neck, and the time was 2:30.67. 2:30.67, a neck, a short neck, the record 2:27.50, and the sectional time was 36.68. We're standing by for the tote dividends on the 6th event of the day. The 2 is Summer Cup, and Darren Beedman. Well, the horse dropped out to last coming to the turn, Ask the Waiter. He was in need of a run down to the 250. He got out about 200 to go, but he was not good enough. But the crowd are giving Darren a sentimental hand as he comes back on his last mount. I wonder what he's thinking now. A penny for your thoughts, Darren.
Moving up in Adelaide, Gold Coast followed.
Out gliding light away quickly. Starnet looked to be slowly out near the inside. Georgia Missed Out Wide has begun like a rocket. So too is Deadlock, and also Miss Ella up there on the inside of them. Subtle Rose sharing the lead with Matilda. Just in behind them, Blaze the Turf, and then comes Aphrodite. Drop Anchor back on the inside from Gifbo K Echo Beach. Well back Yangtze River Currency with Northern Habitat, and last of all is Jugar's Ladies. They swing down past the 800 metre mark. Georgia Mist has come from the outside, barrier across to the rails and lead Deadlock. A length and a half, Subtle Rose, Matilda over on the inside from Santa's Magic and Miss Ella. Next in the race, Trail A going forward there around them, Gift Bouquet. Wide out Echo Beach, Blaze the Turf, badly needing a run near the inside from Gliding Light. And then comes Drop Anchor, Starnet making ground on the inside. Well back, Currency, Yangtze River, Dugar Lady, Northern Habitat in the straight, and Georgia Miss just in front of Deadlock down to the 200. Gift Bouquet on the outside, running on from Miss Ella. Deeper out then was Gliding Light, and then comes Blaze the Turf on the outside. It's Gliding Light sweeping up the Georgia Miss, Blazing Turf, the Turf going through near the inside, but Gliding Light in front, and Gliding Light gets in. 3 parts to Blaze the Turf. Third, I think Georgia missed in a photo with Deadlock, and then came Gift Bouquet, Currency, Trail A didn't get into the race, followed in then by further back in the field, Starnet. Next in was Subtle Rose, with it Miss Ella, Santa's Magic, well back, Matilda over on the inside, Yangtze River, Drop Anchor, Aphrodite, and one of the last in Echo Beach.
4 Gliding Light, $29.10 and $6.60. 5 Blaze the Turf, $1.90. 2 Georgia Miss, $2.50.
4 Gliding Light, $30.80 and $7.30. 5 Blaze the Turf, $1.70. 2 Georgia Miss, $2.30 after race 6 at Caulfield. Now, we'll, in just a moment, go back to Queanbeyan and check those numbers after race number 5 there.
Right, well, let's...
5, Green Mara, Nathan Stanley.
They're off now. Full Mine immediately out the back to last, and the favourite Miss Solitaire just in front. Going up very fast though is Old Bomb, 3rd Gelato, 4th Sober Comet, and 5th Kingstown, and then Super Steam. Trapped out off the track is Young Inch. A couple to Admiral Luskin, just over a length to Full Mine. Old Bomb leading the favourite Miss Solitaire about a neck as they race down past the 1200. 2.5, third is Gelato, Sober Comet on the inside, and then Super Steam, Kingstown, Young Inch. Admiral Luskin being second last and bringing up the rear Full Mine. Miss Solitaire takes a clear-cut lead as they wind out of the back straight now, and opens up about a length and 3/4. Gelato moving to second, Old Bomb third, Sober Comet hugging the rails. Oh, something's gone amiss with Miss Solitaire. It started to veer out off the track and has taken Gelato with it. So whether she struck herself, I'm blowed if I know. Whether the bit pulled through her mouth, the favourite again starting to move up, but she's almost uncontrollable here. And Miss Solitaire joined by Sober Comet on the inside, a length away third, Old Bomb from Super Steam. 2.5, Gelato dropping back, followed by Young Inch, Kingstown, Admiral Luskin, and 2 lengths further back is Full Mine, racing around the home corner. And on the inside, Shane Dye's rides. Sober Comet goes to the lead narrowly from Super Steam. The favourite dropping off, Miss Solitaire. Third is Old Bomb. It can't go any faster. Followed by Kingstown, but as they race down to the 250. And the leader is Sober Comet, a half length on Super Steam, who wants to get in under pressure. Sober Comet, Super Steam. Sober Comet a neck in front. Super Steam as game as they come, but won't catch Shane Dye on Sober Comet. Sober Comet wins the money from Super Steam. Great 2-horse war all the way down the stretch. Young Inches run third, and then Admiral Luskin, Full Mine, Kingstown, followed home by Old Bomb. Well, I won't try and ascertain what went wrong with Miss Solitaire. She's run second last, and Absolute was Gelato. Now, whether she struck herself, whether the bits come through her mouth, as I said, I'm blowed if I know, but she was gone near the 900 when
5 Sober Comet, $7.20 and $2.20. 4 Super Stream to return $2.70, and 3 for third, Young Inch, $2.90.
Kid Jackson Morris, he handled himself very well in that duel with Raymond Shane. He's only gone under narrowly. 5 Sober Comet has paid $6.40 and $1.80. $6.40 and $1.80. Second placing will go to number 4, Super Steam, and it's paid $2.40. And at number 3, Young Inch will be third at $2.60. 5-4-3 Semaphore with number 2, Admiral Luskin, fourth, 137.40.